Hi everybody, welcome to today's session of Miss and Joy Said What? So, I'm not appearing right now. I will be in a minute, just give me a couple minutes. I'm going somewhere, bear with me. This is a beautiful church coming up. This is a beautiful church here to the right. Well, you can't tell whether it's left or right from your view, but I am not originally from here, but I am from a town that holds historical value as well. I'm originally from Oyster Bay, Long Island, New York, and I like it here because it has a very similar vibe where you have a community that has tried to hold on to the, let me turn my air off, historical value of the area, because the East Coast is a lot of the area that was originally settled back in the day. By however means you want to, right or wrong. This is where our country was founded. So I'm riding with my camera in the opposite direction out my window. So, because I have a point to prove. See, as I turn this corner, there's a plaque there on that sign. And it's got the date and it has the historical value of that house. These are beautiful colonial style homes that you can see as I ride by them in beautiful historical downtown New Bern, North Carolina. I'm going somewhere, bear with me. So the main house I wanted to show is actually not just a house, it's a palace. This is a palace. This is Tryon Palace in front of us. Let me try to see if I can zoom. Yeah, this is Tryon Palace. And I'm going to go right so that we can pick up on some more of these beautiful homes. And it was originally the governor's mansion because this was the state capital at first. It's now Raleigh. It was changed for strategic reasons. And as you can see, we're coming up on another one of those historical signs here. And all of these houses, all of these beautiful old colonial homes are historical landmarks. Okay? All right. They're historical landmarks. Now, you can purchase one of these homes. It should come up for sale. The state owns a lot of them, but most of them are privately owned. But the thing about it is, some more beautiful ones this way. The thing about it is that should you purchase one of these beautiful homes, there's only so much that you can do or alter on these homes historically. On these homes, because they're historic, okay? The historical value is what I was trying to say. And they'll have the little plaques all on the front door even. The historical, let me turn it around now if I can. Can I turn it? I don't know if I can turn it now. I think I got to stay with it this way. So the historical value must be maintained should you purchase one of these homes. Things can be updated, of course, such as the electricity, then the plumbing, and anything that was previously used in the past, materials that may be harmful to people. So those things can be changed, those things can be updated, but everybody knows here in New Bern that if you purchase one of these homes, you cannot change a lot of the structural integrity of the house. You cannot add a lot, you cannot take away a lot, subtract a lot. You have to keep it like it was because it's history. It's history. Now, I say this to bring up what is currently going on with one of the greatest historical buildings in this country, the White House. As you know, our orangey Oompa Loompa of a president, dictator, self-proclaimed king, or whatever you want to call him, has destroyed a wing of the White House to renovate and put in a ballroom. And I'm still trying to figure out why this is legal. I'm trying to find somewhere to park. Why this is legal. Why is this being allowed? What approval was given? Who was asked? Who was consulted? Who gave the okay? Even parks. I just passed one of the signs that have, this is Fort Totten Park. This is a site of one of the historical Civil War battles. And we maintain these historical places here. So my question to everyone is why the entire, who decided that it was okay? Who decided that it was all right to destroy the White House? Where Abraham Lincoln resided, where Theodore Roosevelt resided. I'm big on Theodore Roosevelt because if you Google where I'm originally from, Oyster Bay, New York, we have a thing for Teddy. That was our baby. Been to his home there, Sagamore Hill, many times. We're our first black president, where where Monica Lewinsky lifted her skirt, where Nixon, he resigned, and it holds so much historical value. So there's been the dismantling of our political system as a whole. There's an ongoing dismantling of our democracy. There is an ongoing dismantling of the overall morale of the country. And now, there is a physical dismantling of the building that represents leadership in this country. How much are they, excuse me, because it's not we. It's not a we. I think at this point, most of us have jumped ship. Even some of the original MAGA supporters are starting to say, hey, what the fuck? I don't know where we're going. I don't know it's frightening. It's frightening. And why? If someone is allowed just because of their title, if someone is allowed just free reign, what does that mean to the rest of us? What does that mean? What does that mean for the rest of us? How can anyone else be expected to adhere to the laws and the rules and the guidelines that were set up by our forefathers? The freedoms that our people fought for, no matter what you are. No matter what you are, whether you're white, black, Latino, LGBTQ, whatever, we've marched, we've protested, we've boycotted, we've signed petitions, we've campaigned, we've written, we've spoken out, we've exercised all of the rights and the freedoms that we were rightfully given and fought for, to only now have them disregarded and snatched away. And where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Most of us are struggling to pay our bills. Most of us are struggling mentally and with our health, and all the tools put in place in order to help and assist with that. We have government workers now that aren't getting paid, but he's getting a ballroom. And he's giving billions of dollars to his friends. And I don't know how long I'm going to have health care. I don't know if my grandchildren are going to continue to get lunch and breakfast at school. I have a friend who's a postal worker. I don't know how long she's going to have to go without a check. Thank God she sells eggs. That could make her a fortune. I'm just saying. When does this stop? And why aren't the fail-safes that were put in place when in elementary school we were taught of the system of checks and balances? It's not being checked, and it's damn sure not balanced. And where are those people who are supposed to be seeing to this? The entire country is in revolt. And when they turned out to protest, he said, oh, it wasn't that many people. Did you see all the people in those streets? Everywhere. In other countries. Everywhere. Everyone feels our pain. Somebody do something. Somebody, well, I'm lost. We're all lost. And I don't know if we can take another 3 years of this mess. I just had to vent. I just had to vent. I just had to get, I know. Please, y'all, drop your opinions, your comments. I know nobody's got any damn answers. I just, our judicial branch, our executive branches, our Congress, our Senate, they failed us. They're failing us. They're failing us. They're failing us. Other than the ones that are fighting, there are some that are fighting a good fight, but they're being heard, but they can only do so much. I'm just at a loss, and I'm just at a loss. Anyway, I have questioned long enough today. I wish everybody well, and somebody get the pumpkin president up out of the dam. Somebody get that bit. Somebody get him out of there. Do something. What? We're not. What? The distinguished gentleman, Mr. Al Green, said get him up out of there. Why aren't we doing anything? I don't understand. Impeach this fool. Get him out. He was impeached once. He is a felon, for God's sake. Somebody. Do something. Do something. All right. I wish everyone well. We're just going to have to claim that it's going to be okay, and we're going to make it through this. Maybe there's a silver lining somewhere. Maybe we're missing something. I really hope. Sometimes in tarot we say the tower moments are meant to happen. The tower must fall so that it can be rebuilt in a better way. So there's something to hope for. All right. Y'all have a great one. That's what Miss Enjoy said.